Good morning, evening, or night, dear pupil. Today, we're going to talk about the Battle of Puebla, which took place on May 5, 1862, in Puebla, Mexico. This battle marked a significant moment in the history of Mexico and the world, and it is still celebrated today as Cinco de Mayo. So, get ready to travel back in time to learn about the brave soldiers who fought for their freedom against all odds. To understand the significance of the Battle of Puebla, we need to first look at the context in which it took place. In the mid-1800s, Mexico was in a state of turmoil. The country was in debt to European countries, and the government was struggling to keep the economy afloat. In addition to this, Mexico was also dealing with internal conflicts, including the fight between the conservatives and the liberals over the direction of the country. During this time, France saw an opportunity to expand its empire and gain control of Mexico. In 1861, a French army invaded Mexico, led by General Charles de Lawrences. The French army was much larger and better equipped than the Mexican army, and they quickly took control of several cities, including Mexico City. Despite the overwhelming odds, the Mexican government was determined to resist the French occupation. General Ignacio Zaragoza, a brave and experienced leader, was put in charge of the Mexican army. Zaragoza decided to make his stand in Puebla, a city that was strategically located between the port of Veracruz and Mexico City. He gathered a force of around 4,000 soldiers, most of whom were poorly trained and ill-equipped. On May 5, 1862, the French army attacked the Mexican army in Puebla. The battle lasted for several hours, with both sides taking heavy casualties. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Mexican army fought with great courage and determination. The turning point of the battle came when the Mexican cavalry, led by young General Porfirio Diaz, launched a surprise attack on the French flank. This unexpected move caught the French off guard, and they were forced to retreat. The Mexican army had won the battle against all odds. The Battle of Puebla was a significant victory for the Mexican army. It showed the world that the Mexican people were not to be underestimated, and that they were willing to fight for their freedom. However, the French army regrouped and continued their invasion of Mexico. It would take several more years of fighting before the French were finally defeated and expelled from Mexico. Today, the Battle of Puebla is still celebrated as Cinco de Mayo, a holiday that commemorates the bravery and determination of the Mexican people. Cinco de Mayo is a time for Mexicans to celebrate their culture and history. It is also a reminder of the importance of standing up against oppression and fighting for one's freedom. The Battle of Puebla had a profound impact on Mexican history. It boosted the morale of the Mexican army and gave them the confidence to continue fighting against the French occupation. It also helped to unite the Mexican people, who had been divided by political and economic turmoil. The bravery and determination shown by General Zaragoza and his soldiers inspired future generations of Mexicans to fight for their freedom and stand up against oppression. Cinco de Mayo is not only celebrated in Mexico but also in many other parts of the world. In some countries, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated as a symbol of solidarity with the Mexican people and their struggle for freedom. It is a reminder of the importance of standing up against oppression and fighting for one's rights. Cinco de Mayo is often celebrated with traditional Mexican food and drinks, such as tacos, guacamole, and margaritas. Parades, music, and dance are also common during the celebration. Many people also decorate their homes and streets with the colors of the Mexican flag to show their support for the Mexican people. Cinco de Mayo has a special significance for Mexican Americans, who see the holiday as a way to celebrate their heritage and identity. For many Mexican Americans, Cinco de Mayo is a time to reflect on their cultural roots and the struggles that their ancestors faced in their fight for freedom. Cinco de Mayo is also an opportunity to educate people about Mexican history and culture. Schools and universities often hold events and lectures about the Battle of Puebla and its significance. This helps to raise awareness about the contributions that Mexican people have made to world history and culture. Cinco de Mayo is a time for communities to come together and celebrate their shared heritage and culture. It is an opportunity for people to connect with one another and to strengthen the bonds of friendship and solidarity. Through celebration and remembrance, Cinco de Mayo helps to build and strengthen communities around the world. The story of the Battle of Puebla and Cinco de Mayo is a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit. It shows us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, we can find the courage and determination to fight for our freedom and our rights. Cinco de Mayo is a reminder that we can overcome any obstacle if we have the courage to stand up and fight. The Battle of Puebla had a lasting impact on Mexican history and culture. It became a symbol of Mexican resistance and a source of national pride. General Zaragoza became a hero to the Mexican people, and his legacy is still celebrated today. The Battle of Puebla also had international significance. It showed that a smaller, less equipped army could defeat a larger, better equipped army through sheer determination and strategy. This lesson was not lost on other countries, including the United States, which was dealing with its own struggles during the Civil War at the time. The Battle of Puebla is a testament to the human spirit and the power of determination. It reminds us that, even in the face of overwhelming odds, we can stand up for what we believe in and fight for our freedom. So, on this Cinco de Mayo, let us remember the brave soldiers who fought and died for their country, and let us celebrate the rich history and culture of Mexico. And that's it for today's lesson on the Battle of Puebla and the significance of Cinco de Mayo. I hope you enjoyed learning about this important moment in Mexican history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more educational content, and don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts and questions. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Recuerden, ¡Viva México, cabrones!